Hello everyone and welcome to Ajira Tutorials. I'm your host Esther Kirimo. Today's topic I'm going to be discussing how I come up with my weekly content creation schedule. I hope you got that. I said how I come up with my weekly content creation schedule. I want to take you through how I manage every day from day 1 to day 7. So welcome aboard. On day 1, I get to work on the topic. I get to choose the topic, the theme I want to talk about. Every storyline has a theme. Every storyline has the message that you want to communicate to the audience. And as I get to choose the message that I want to relate to the public, there are a number of things that I put into consideration. One is the target audience. Whom am I targeting with my content? Is it children below 10 years, or is it young adults, or adults who are a bit advanced in their age, maybe above 70? Because the content is going to differ depending on the target audience. Another thing I consider is the purpose or the intention for the content. Do I want to just warn the people? Do I want to pass information, or is it purely entertainment? The third thing I consider also while working on the topic is my passion, the interest I have. Because more likely than not, if you're not interested in what you're doing, you might end up having some shadow work. So I consider my passion and my interest as I get to choose the topic. Once I have chosen the topic, I do a lot of research from different sources. I get to look at what people say about that particular topic. And in my research, I try to find as much information as possible because I want to get the facts right. Of course, nobody wants to give misleading information or information that is not interesting to the public. So in my research, I try as much as possible to get the facts right. I also embark on serious research because I don't want to duplicate material that has been discussed before. Once I find that a topic has been discussed before, I avoid that. So my research helps me in avoiding duplication of material. The third thing is that doing research helps me to clear some of the misconceptions and the stereotypes surrounding my topic. Some of these misconceptions are baseless. They have got no basis whatsoever. So doing research helps me in clearing some of these misconceptions. That is day 1. On day 2, I get to structure and order the information that I have found out. I write down the facts as they are. In other words, I do the scripting. I write down, depending on what I want to be my introduction, what I want to be the main body, and what I want to clinch my argument, the conclusion. After doing that, and I am satisfied with my work, I go ahead and consult an expert who goes through the work and makes some suggestions, recommendations, and that sort of a thing. That is day 2. On day 3, I get to choose the site for my shooting. I could be having multiple choices for the site. So once I have identified the areas I would love to shoot my video from, I go ahead and reconnoiter the areas. If I have multiple choices, I visit all the areas so that I get to choose the best. I get to settle on the best. On day 3, I get to choose the site for my video. I could be having multiple choices for the site. So once I have these options, I actually go ahead and reconnoiter the areas. I visit the areas and find out which is the best suited for my content in terms of the safety, the security, the suitability, and the accessibility of the area. And once I have settled on just one site where I would want my video shot from, I actually engage with the production manager. We get to plan the video from the beginning to the end. We get to discuss the number of shots that we are going to take, because it is wise to take as many shots as possible. The risk with having just one shot is that you may go back only to realize that some shadow was cast on the specimen where you did not want it to appear, or something appeared that does not augur well with the content of your video. And that is my day 3. On day 4, I rehearse my content. I do it several times. I rehearse and rehearse and rehearse, working on the voice projection, trying to pronounce words correctly, trying to enunciate words properly so that the audience gets exactly what I want them to hear. Again, I work on the pitch, I work on the tone, because different content requires different tone of voice. For example, if you're just entertaining people, it might not make sense if you use that authoritative voice. Or if you're communicating something critical of serious impact or concern, then you use a humorous tone, then again the message will not sink. Therefore, I try as much as possible to work on the tone and the pitch of my voice. I also get to work on the gestures. I don't want to do too much of them, too many. I don't want to, again, just remain static. So I try to choose some of the gestures that will go in hand with the content at hand. I also work on the posture. Do I want shots done while standing? Do I want shots while seated, sleeping? All the possible postures that I want to adopt for my video, I rehearse. And that is my day 4. On day 5, I actually get to the field and shoot my content. I dedicate the whole day to the shooting of my content because I want to do as many shots as possible so that I have something for comparison. I don't want to get home only to realize that I just did one shot and at a particular time there was maybe too much of lighting or not enough of the lighting. So to be on the safe side, I make sure I have as many shots as possible taken from different angles so that at the end of the day I get the best of the best. And that is my day 5. My day number 6 is dedicated to the editing of the clips that I shot. From the beginning to the end, I remove what I don't want. I add what I find important. I work on sound effects, I work on color balancing and such kind of things. Once I am through with editing, I review my clip from the beginning to the end to ensure that what I have is exactly what I wanted to have. If there is anything that I do not agree with, I get rid of it and look for options to make sure I have something that leaves me satisfied and something that I know you, the viewer, will like. And that is how I spend my day number 6. On my day number 7, I just release my content for public consumption. Yes, as simple as that. On day number 7, it's just a day to release the content for public consumption. As I wind up, I want to give you a recap of how I spend my 7 days as far as content creation is concerned. On day number 1, I choose the topic and then I do research on that topic. On day number 2, I get to order and arrange the facts. On day number 3, I choose the site for shooting of my content, and I also make sure to engage with the production manager. On day number 4, I rehearse my content. On day number 5, I shoot the video for my content. On day number 6, I edit my videos and review the clips. And on day number 7, I get to release the content for public consumption. Thank you for tuning in to Ajira Tutorials. Have been your host, Esther Kirimo. Until next time, goodbye.